Today, I want to talk to you about a game that aims to rekindle the fading magic of the MMORPG genre. This video is not just a game introduction, it's also a tribute to all of our first MMO experiences, the nights we spent reading posts on forums until morning, the hours we devoted to choosing our characters in short, a salute to that golden age. But before we move on to Ashes of Creation, let's take a walk together down the dusty shelves of our memories. Each of us has an MMO that we can never forget. The names might be different. Maybe it's Night Online, maybe Silk Road, maybe Cabal Online, but that feeling was the same for all of us. The first login screen, the excitement from reading forums for hours. Some installed the game from a CD, others downloaded it all night over a broken connection, choosing your race and class. It wasn't just a game choice, it was practically our identity. And the community was the heart of the game. Skype, TeamSpeak, even the early days of Discord. Some of us played for hours with our friends, whispering quietly into the microphone on school nights, and some of those friendships went beyond the game. We shared our troubles, grew up together, and there were even people who met in these games and got married. Back then, when we entered an MMO, there was no quest list in front of us. No one was telling us, do this, finish that. We would go in and write our own story. Maybe we spent hours grinding for a rare item, or maybe we were just dancing around foolishly with our friends in some corner of the map. We were the economy, we were the content, we were the MMO. Those times were real, genuine, and profound. Unfortunately, most of us find today's games superficial and artificial. A new MMO is coming to bring back those old feelings. Its name is Ashes of Creation. Though this game is still in alpha, hundreds of hours of content have already emerged. And I can tell you this, a game is coming that will bring back those forgotten feelings. I have to admit, at first I thought it looked a bit old-fashioned compared to Unreal Engine 5, but honestly, how many of our favorite old MMOs were visually impressive anyway? The essence lies in the feeling and the gameplay. Ashes of Creation promises to take the classic MMO formula and turn it into a dynamic experience where players can completely shape the world. The game has been in development since 2015 and already has a solid fan base. Ashes of Creation is actually inspired by games like EverQuest, EVE Online, and ArcheAge, but it aims to bring a fresh breath to the MMO genre by adding brand new elements to them. The game's genre is referred to as Sandpark. In other words, you'll be able to roam freely in the open world like in a sandbox, while also experiencing a theme park filled with prepared stories and quests. This combination will offer players both freedom and guided content. The game is developed by Intrepid Studios in San Diego. It's the studio's first project, and their boss, Steven Sheriff, raised $3.2 million through Kickstarter. They're also receiving extra support through pre-orders on the official website. Ashes of Creation will include many playstyles, from PvE to PvP gathering to role-playing. Moreover, there will be no pay-to-win in the game, you will only be able to purchase cosmetic items. The game is in alpha testing, but the release date isn't announced. The first two stages of the second test phase are complete. Preparations for the third stage are ongoing. The name of the game's world is Vera. It covers a total area of exactly 1,200 square kilometers, most of which consists of seas. So there is a massive area for naval battles and exploration. At launch, there will be 9 different race options. These include humans, elves, dwarves, orcs, and creatures like the Toner. The character creation system is quite detailed. You will be able to customize your character down to the finest detail. Now, for those wondering what the combat system will be like, this part is very interesting. The game will feature both an action-based and a classic tab targeting system. It's also somewhat similar to Guild Wars 2. There are also 8 main classes: Fighter, Tank, Thief, Ranger, Mage, Summoner, Cleric, and Bard. By choosing your main class and then a secondary class, you can create a total of 64 different combinations. In the game, you will mostly travel on foot or with land mounts. This was designed to make the world feel more realistic and interactive. Flying mounts, on the other hand, will be very limited and time restricted. Teleportation is also limited to only short distances. As for technology, Unreal Engine 5 is being used. This ensures that the graphics and dynamics are super detailed. And the biggest difference is the dynamic world. The most exciting part of this game is that it offers a living world that changes based on players' actions. Every outcome will develop completely differently depending on what the players do. How, you ask? Thanks to the node system in the game, villages, towns, and cities will grow and change based on the investments players make in those regions. Players can even become administrators in cities, impose taxes, and develop the city. There will be houses you can buy both in the open world and private areas. Seasons in the game will change in real time. Weather conditions and events will also adapt accordingly. In addition, there will be plenty of content such as trade caravans, a crime system, player shops, massive PvP battles, and naval warfare. So far, millions have pre-registered, and when the game launches, over 1 million players are expected. Of course, critics say that the game could become overly complicated by adding too many new systems. This situation, which we call feature bloat, could delay the game's release or cause some promises to go unfulfilled. But for now, Ashes of Creation stands out as one of the most exciting projects in the MMO world. What do you think about this game? What are your expectations? Let's meet in the comments, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more MMO news.